You know Bob Marley's song? You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running, but you can't run away from yourself. But actually, that's not true. You can run away from the false self. You can't run away from your true self. From your true self, you don't need to run. Even from the false self, you don't have to run. You just have to look.
Just not to shrink away when the difficult times come.
No, that reaction might happen in the beginning, but you don't just let it. The reaction shouldn't be your last word. The reaction happens, you know. You sometimes it's already so quick. But you see, if you're observing, it's never too late. Because the minute you start to observe with some detachment, things start to transform. Is it true or not?
Yes, Guruji.
You've done it before, no?
Yes.
So why you don't keep it up then?
So yeah, there's maybe, let's just say, sometimes maybe lack of willingness or.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
But.
I like the way you say like that because it's very innocent way. You're something don't feel like doing it.
A bit of laziness.
Laziness. It's amazing because for something that excites you, you're never lazy. But when something like this is really, whoa, we have to somehow, I don't know what is the word, we have to develop a love for it. Like sometimes it doesn't seem like it comes so easy, so you have to develop a love. And the developing of the love comes with practicing and getting some result, and experiencing the fruit of your, earnestness or something. Then you are self-encouraging. After a while, you don't even need somebody to encourage you. Maybe in the end, you encourage somebody else as well too. But don't encourage someone else if you don't take your own encouragement.
Yeah. So in the moment, it doesn't feel like it's a love movement when there is some attack happening. Something just wants to run away. There is no remembrance of.
What does running away from mean? Because it's all happening in the one house.
Yeah.
So where you run away? It's happening in the one house, and the front door is locked. So where you gonna run?
Guruji, can I say something? Because I saw this happen to me yesterday, where something was kind of maybe shuffled about an interaction, and then I could see the sense of wanting to distract, but then something came like, no, this is your opportunity to look. Like I just felt you, and I just sat a few minutes, and it was like, where is this thing that I think is a problem? It's it was just so powerful just to look and see what I am isn't actually really affected by this interaction.
Yeah.
And it's okay to have an
And
open
what you are
field.
is not running.
Exactly.
So who's running then?
I don't know.
No, it's understandable because we all know, no? But I mean, to really identify is important, Because we can just keep on reacting. You never really, look at the players, Who is really running?
It's like identity. Some sense I take myself to be someone, a person. Yeah, but
When you understand how the game is playing, you can work it all out by yourself, isn't it? You can actually do it by yourself. It's only if I can't see, then some help will come. Sometimes you see someone else from the Sangha, and just seeing that one, it helps you to come back to yourself. You have some people like that. You just see them and, their presence already encourage you to do it.
my prayer that I would see everyone like you see us. See that God's child of God in everyone on this earth. Have a heart big enough to be able.
You can see a child of God in everybody. Can you see God in everybody? But sometimes it could even be a little difference. Huh? That you can see a child of God. Can you see God in everybody?
But that's when like everything, we can see that when we see that everything is God.
You see that?
Sometimes. Yeah.
How do you feel when you see that?
It's totally beautiful and at peace and happy, content. Like arrived.
What?
As if like I arrived.
Okay. And then you leave again?
I know it's not possible to leave, but
What you're saying is very true. It's a feeling, we have emotions come and identity come and memories come and they're going to come. No, they're going to come. So in a way, as much as we try to stop them, and we see it doesn't work by force. By force, even it makes it even worse again. So what makes a difference then? If force doesn't work and being angry and frustrated doesn't work, then what works again?
When you say understanding?
Understanding. Understanding means what?
I don't know. Say understanding that if the states come, it's just state that I can see and not to identify with it, and maybe experience, because I experienced in the past like the God Self, then I can recognize that whatever is now, that is somehow negative or heavy, that it's not really what my true state is.
Yeah. You believe that, or you recover that? Do you believe that, and you're like, oh, whatever is happening now is not my true state? That's very good. But that's where you leave it, or seeing that something changes or something reverts back to.
It does change.
It does change. Until next time. Until next opportunity.
But I feel maybe also coming forward like this to you, it helps to this levels. It somehow feels like next time it comes, it's for shorter or it's a bit more subtle. Sometimes you say that you can listen to however many satsangs or do many practices and all this, but if avoidance is at the root of that, you will never wake up. And I was wondering lately, what is this avoidance? Because you don't specify avoidance like
I do have to tell you, you guys tell me plenty about the avoidance. And I think I'm the original to tell you what the avoidance is. You always, if you look at it, you see in what form the avoidance comes. Tell me. So I can add to the basket. Tell me in what form the avoidance comes.
Can be some...
No, from your experience.
It's like making maybe lower choices. Instead of like...
Yeah. Who makes the lower choices? In that moment, let's just limit things. Only here, you're in this place now. And something is coming to avoid, you feel the energy of it. Some restlessness, some sort of mind noise, and a lot of different ideas and suggestions are coming up. And then what happened?
Like instead of sit with that and confirm my true place, something just let it go and...
In the beginning it's easy to let it go because we're also be entertained by it, It's kind of like a fun. It's easy to just let it go, just keep on along with it.
Until a point, because I feel maybe it has to come to a space when it's unbearable to let it go anymore.
Do we have to wait? We wait until it gets unbearable. Until it gets unbearable. And what does unbearable feel like? What makes it unbearable?
And you feel locked in person, like...
Okay. Can Amita pick it up from there? So something comes and it starts to run, and some thoughts,
Yeah.
and we are used to it because the habit is not even say, oh, I'm going to do that. It's that the habit just seems to happen,
Yeah.
but it has your attention.
Yes.
You being who is giving the attention. Okay, it has your attention, this thing like that. So, and we can stay. You're in a little bit of a coma, no?
Yeah.
And then what makes you want to change from that space?
When I just can't take it anymore. And
Right.
I have to go within.
Right.
Yeah.
And do you?
Not always. Not always.
And if you don't go within, what happens?
The insanity continues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something engaging about the insanity?
Something is engaged.
Why you call it insanity?
There's chaos and confusion.
Does anybody self-harm sometime? What we call self-harm? You do things?
Self-destructive.
Yeah. What does that look like? What do you do to distract it? Hmm?
The thoughts are self-destructive.
Yeah. What do you mean self-destructive?
Thinking of, like hateful thoughts about myself,
Yeah.
about the world, mainly about myself.
Yeah. Yourself being
Yeah.
the awareness, or who?
No, my person.
Your person.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened? And if at that moment I caught you and took a picture of you, what would your face look like?
I would be trying and just looking like horrible. Yeah.
Yeah. And is there any way out of this?
Yes.
Show me how to do it.
To sit and look with detachment.
Tell me what you do. Okay. Tell me what to do, and then tell me if you do it. Are you able to? If you let the mind play go, if you let the mind play go on for a while,
Yeah.
does the ability to turn around get more easy or more difficult?
Difficult
Okay. So what is your rescue remedy then?
to catch it quickly when it comes.
And if you don't, what happens?
It intensifies it and power, and then
And you walked this road many times before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
like something tries to look,
Mhm.
but it feels so weak that it's not really able to look with the
So
detachment.
from the beginning, we take it from the beginning because it's not the first time.
Yeah.
You know it's not your friend, don't you?
Yeah.
From when it starts to sneak in a little bit, and we know where this could be going. So something permits that. No?
Yeah.
What is it that permits that?
It's all the same one. Yeah.
Which is what?
It's
The
a
person.
strong belief in the person.
A strong belief in
That
the
it's
person. Is the
reality.
strong belief in the person coming from the person or somewhere else? Where it come from, this strong belief?
It's only coming from the person.
Coming from the person?
Yeah.
Okay. Which is you?
Which is not me.
Okay. You sure in that moment it's not you?
In the moment, I feel it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So at some point in this tragedy, something rescues something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what would have happened?
Sometimes I just have to wait until it leaves.
So it does go by
It
itself.
does go
It can't
eventually.
stay,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a significant thing, no? Like, it gets really, really bad. And then it leaves. Why would he leave then when he's doing so good at messing up your house? Why would he leave? By what power would that leave? If it's a real enemy, it's finish you off. Why not finish you
Because
off?
just exhaustion comes, and then
Because?
exhaustion comes,
Exhaustion
and
comes.
then I stop giving it attention at some point, and then it goes.
So exhaustion is kind of like a bit of a rescue remedy. There's a friend in a way, because it means you can't carry on with that. So exhaustion in that case is almost like an act of grace. Something's looking out for you, isn't it? Because left to yourself as a person, there's something that can be, and people can go further. It has gone further with some people. They do very crazy things. Yeah. But are you a victim? You being who now? Who do you want to be right now?
Only the self.
Hmm?
Only the self.
Okay.
No.
So you have a choice to not be the self.
There's no choice. Because I'm always the self.
Okay. But in some situations, there's a tendency to forget that. Is that so?
Experientially, and sometimes I feel like the person. Yes.
Yeah. It's understandable. It's amazing that it seems like we live in a world that, if you say we're going to take the population of the earth, and they say 7.5 billion people, what proportion of that do you think really believe themselves to be a person? I mean, okay, we can only guess, nobody can know. But quite a lot, no? What proportion do you think probably don't think they're a person? It's probably an easier one. I don't know if it's even, it's just a fun, and maybe not so fun. And in which category are you?
I know I'm the self. I just know in my heart I'm the self.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know to such an extent that you're not the self as an idea is just ridiculous? Do you know it that much?
Right now I know it. There's moments that I know it.
Yeah. And you know that actually, because you are going to, you experience such intense states, and you came to Satsang by grace of God from Satsang, do you know that your life is destined to wake up here?
In this life?
Well, I'm talking about, don't make life too far from now.
That's my highest prayer and wish. Yeah. Yes.
So what would waking up look like? What would waking up look like? You have to wake up. What does it look like?
It's like the most natural thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not like a bang and or
No.
no. So what it looks like?
Fully resting in the heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Unlike now.
like now.
Like now?
Like now.
Oh, okay.
Like
Wow.
now. I'm speaking about the past.
Yeah, speaking of the past.
Yeah, but now is, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you're aware of, what you are aware of, what you're aware of, is it different from you?
No.
It's not different from you. Okay. If awareness is not there, can you be aware of anything else? If awareness is not there. Can anybody understand the question?
Yes.
If there's not aware, if you're not conscious, okay, can you be conscious? Can there be a world and people and relationships?
No.
Is consciousness is the vehicle. It is the medium for experiencing. So when the consciousness is there, then all that can happen. And if I were to say that, but you are the consciousness, I mean, how deeply acceptable in your heart is that? Is it just something nice to hear? Or is it like an obvious fact? I mean, for anybody. If I say, but you are the consciousness, people go, yeah, I know I am consciousness. Is the fact that you say, I know I am consciousness, mean you're consciousness?
You have to fully feel it in your heart. Yeah.
What does it feel like?
It feels... It's incomparable.
Yeah. But feelings, can any feeling be permanent?
No. They always go.
Right.
Yeah.
but something intuitive, some subconscious level, that there must be something that's permanent. So it cannot be just merely a feeling, because if it's a feeling, feelings also are, sort of phenomenal. They come and go, even the most beautiful feeling. So is there something greater than feeling that you can prove right now? There's something greater than feeling? Even the worst feeling and the best feeling, something greater than this? What is it? And how you would know?
It's a oneness.
Hmm?
A oneness. A oneness.
Yeah,
Just feeling.
Yeah.
And
At the moment, that sounds like a concept, but I mean, a oneness. Something greater than a feeling. Yeah, you have the most ecstatic, blissful feeling. Ah. And then afterwards, I see you down the road going. So feelings can come and go, no? So there must be something that is earlier or purer than a feeling that sees also that feeling come and go. So don't aim for even the nicest feeling. Don't reject. But don't say, oh, finally, that's it. Because it is something that's also subject to come and go.
yeah.
Are you able to see that?
Yes.
So if you're able to see the feeling come and go, you who witness the feeling come and go, is a feeling?
It's not a feeling.
Yeah. Right now?
Yes, now.
Any point of now?
Any point?
Let's say now, and then maybe some movement happening in the mind and emotions, and even then that is still there, consistent? Is there something that is the itself cannot be interpreted merely as a feeling?
It's not a feeling itself.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is it?
Pure awareness.
Yeah. And you are what?
I'm that. I am the pure awareness.
How often in a day?
Always, every moment.
Okay. We heard her say that. And so even if you forget that, we say something forgets that, is it really true? Can awareness be forgotten? It's a very important question. Like, mean that there's something must be greater than awareness to forget awareness. Or could it be that a sense of forgetting also appears in awareness? But if a sense of forgetting appears in awareness, which is stronger, the thing that forgets awareness, or the awareness that says, what is? Remember, I said something. I said, I am, before the idea that I could forget myself, or that I need to remember myself, was believed, was conceived and believed. You understand what I mean by that? Mm-hmm. So this I amness is totally apart from, believing or not believing in it. Because believing in something or not believing in it are modes of mind appearing in the awareness. They cannot be before the awareness because they appear in the awareness. Mm-hmm. Is it getting too mental now? No. So we speak like this now. Mm. Is there some further work to do with this speaking?
Not with the speaking. With confirming, just continuing to confirm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to hear you, because then I see you're self-reminding and looking and saying, but it's not true. And that's true. Actually, when we're coming from our person, I don't think we're ever really true. We can say, yeah, but I wonder. I think something said that it's not true.
Yeah.
Is believing in the truth and being the truth the same thing or something different?
It's different because you can't believe in the self. Like you can only be the self.
Did you just kind of like cut and paste that, or
No.
did you really see that?
It's true. Yeah.
Wow, that's. You cannot merely believe in the truth. You can only be the truth. She said like that. Is that true? Anybody else?
Yes.
Okay.